Hi, I'm Barbara Hodgson, and today, Saturday the 10th of August 2019, I'm talking to Myra Fowler about her involvement with the Nelson Rugby Football Club as a supporter for over 60 years. So, before I begin, I'd just like to add that Myra is married to Don Fowler, who's the club patron and whose own history with the club extends to almost 70 years. They have a son Ross and a daughter Lynette and 4 grandchildren. But today, with Brian MacIntrye on camera, Myra will give us a brief glimpse into those earlier times. So, Myra, welcome.
Thank you.
I've known you all my life, but I have no idea where you were born and raised. So, could you fill me in on that, please?
I was born in Hokitika.
Okay.
That's down the west coast, and I think I started school in Harry.
Okay.
We lived most of our life down there, and we came to Nelson when I was about 10
Okay.
or 11, and I've been here ever since.
So, what school did you go to when you came to Nelson?
Sacred Heart.
Oh, right, okay. And then to the girls' college, or was it all the way through?
No, all the way through at Sacred Heart was primary and college.
Okay, so how old were you when you actually left school then?
16.
16. Okay. So what did you do after that? What job did you go into?
Hairdressing, would you believe, Barbara?
Wow. Okay.
Hairdressing for about 18 months, I suppose, and then I worked in a baby shop for the rest of the time.
Okay.
Mm.
So did you have any sporting interests before you met Don?
Oh yes, I played basketball, netball, athletics and gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was it through sport that you met Don?
Not really, no, I met him in the street actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did you pick him up or did he pick you
He
up?
picked me up, I
Did
think.
he? Oh, well.
Something like that.
Okay, so were you a rugby fan before meeting Don?
Oh yes, rugby was always in our family. My father was a great rugby fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you have liked to have played the game?
No way. It's not a ladies' game. Never. No.
Okay.
No.
So, okay, can you remember your first impression of the rugby club once you met Don?
Not really. No, I don't. No, the rugby club was just more of a men's thing than a women's thing.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't like today.
So how old were you when you actually met Don?
18.
Okay, yeah. So he would have been immersed in playing cricket and rugby at that point?
Oh yes, yeah, very much so.
So was he in the senior team at that stage, Myra, or was he still just a junior? Can you remember?
I think he started playing senior when he was about 19.
Okay.
18, 19.
So who were the families involved in the club when you first arrived on the rugby scene?
Oh, there was the Carjulios, Brydens, Pawsons, McCormicks, Bartons. Noel Barton, he played with Don. But Eileen wasn't quite so involved because she was busy nursing at that stage.
Yeah. So was there an expectation in those early days that wives and girlfriends took on certain tasks in the general running of the club, or was it very much a men's domain?
We were always there asked to do the kitchen and afternoon teas and things like that for the lower grade kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after you had Ross in I'm not sure what year did you, what year was he?
61.
61, and Lynette in 63?
Yeah.
Thank you. Were you able to continue with your own sporting interests after you'd become a mum?
Yes, I played badminton. I didn't play... Oh, yeah, I did play basketball after I had the children for a wee while, but not long.
So you would have played at the local, the YMCA, I guess, in those days?
Yeah. And then we played badminton down at the Celtic Hall.
Yeah.
That was... God, I can't remember when. Yeah.
So in the early 60s, the club sadly lost two highly valued club members, Des Hodgson in 1961 and Litgar Julio in 1963. So how well did you know them?
Well, Des was best man at our wedding.
Well, we might just let the clock chime. Oh, okay, rightio. So Des was best man at your wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lick, well, he was coaching at that stage, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was coaching the team when Don was playing.
Right. So what about, were you involved in any fundraising events?
Oh, they used to have cake stalls and different, and then they had the lolly shop at the park.
Tell me about that.
Oh, Connie Pawson and Tom Pawson did most of it, but we were always there to help them if it was a real busy day
Right.
in the lolly shop, as we called it. And they used to sell ice creams and drinks and lollies and all sorts of bits and pieces for the kids.
So was the dairy across the road, was that operating
Yeah, that was still going then.
at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long did that shop run for the club?
The lolly, oh, I can't remember now, Barbara.
Okay,
I don't know. It was quite a few years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so over your long association with the club, what players, apart from Don that is, really impressed you with their rugby skills and sportsmanship?
Quite on the lost trait of thought. Well, there was Carl Tillin, Noel Barton. In recent years was Louis Harvey. I used to love Louis.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. I think that's about it. Yeah.
So he plays, does he still play?
No, he's into biking now. He's doing biking trails or whatever they call it.
Okay. Because I haven't heard of that name. Mind you, I haven't followed rugby for quite some time now. But so any particular game or occasion that will be forever memorable for you?
Well, I think last year probably was the highlight of my rugby. The All Blacks, Don and I were invited to the club rooms, to the All Blacks court session, which was very, very interesting. And we weren't allowed to say what happened or what went on there because it was a court session.
So
And that was that was when the All Blacks were playing here.
okay.
Played their game here, and it was very interesting, you know, what they do and what they carry on. But
So this is like a training session or a
no, it's a court session.
Court session. So
Well, I can't say what they do.
oh, okay. So it was all confidential.
Yeah, we weren't
Okay.
allowed to sort of go out and say they did this or they did that. It was one of those, and I was the only woman that was invited there.
Oh, okay. So that
Plus their nutritionist, and I think there was only 2 women in the club rooms that night.
So did you have to sign something to say that you'd
No,
keep
no,
quiet about it all?
no,
Just
no, not at all. But we knew that you don't go out and say that they did this and they did that and whatever they did.
Right. So once Don got into administration, did you sort of help him in any way?
Oh, when he was secretary of the Rugby Union, I did all the typing of the minutes and letters and things like that. That was about all I did.
So how long did you do that for?
9 years.
9 years. Okay.
Well, I think, no, it might have been, 9 years, because then we went into business and, I did it for 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wasn't a typist.
You weren't a typist.
No, one finger job.
Oh, okay, so over 60 years of being involved as a supporter, can you recall any characters that livened the club with their personalities? Apart from my father.
Willie Potu.
Oh, okay.
He was a real character of the club, a real character, and he's always the same and always comes and speaks to us now. He came from away somewhere, but he's still around. And
okay.
he still arrives at the club every now and then.
So he would have played with Hoddy anyway, wouldn't he, at Willie Potu, I think? Or was he...
Probably.
He might have been senior reserves, I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But he was a real character, and he still is.
Is he? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Okay, so you're still a loyal supporter of the club today and watch matches when you're able to. So do you feel the vibe of the club has changed much from earlier times?
Not really, no. I think it's still pretty good. It's
Yeah.
going well at the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Not as many, there was lots of parties and...
Oh, yes. We used to go to parties just about every Saturday night at somebody's house.
Yeah.
You know, and take the kids
Yeah.
in their bassinets or carry cots or whatever.
Okay.
And but now, you know, it's different. It's all different.
It is different, isn't it?
The players hardly come to the club rooms half the time, and they go uptown and go to the nightclubs and places like that.
Yeah.
Whereas there was no nightclubs or late closing of bars and that. And it was always somebody's house we went to. It
Yeah.
was either the Brydens, Fowlers, or Bartons, or
Because that would have been the days...
Julios, yeah.
That would have been the days of the 6 o'clock closing, was it? Or
oh, yes.
probably, because I don't even know what year did that go out?
Don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Right, now tell us about this photo. We've got a photo of Myra with Dan Carter, and I'll put it there. So Brian might want to zoom in. So how did that come about, Myra?
Well, Dan was here promoting Brownie's mattresses just up the road here, and Don wanted an autograph, so I went up and got the autograph from Dan Carter, and my photo went to the paper.
Oh, so that's what it was, Brownie's mattresses.
Yes, so I got the autograph and that was it.
And that was it's your fame to claim with...
Dan Carter.
Right, now finally the last question is, if you were to have afternoon tea with 4 All Blacks or a drink, which 4 All Blacks would you choose and why?
Dan Carter,
Yeah.
Richie McCaw, Arlie Williams and Andrew Mertens,
Okay.
because they were my favourites.
Your all-time favourites.
Yes. Yeah.
So who do you follow in the super competition, Myra?
Marcos. Is that? Oh,
No, that's the EBC.
Oh, the Crusaders.
Crusaders, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a Crusader fan.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, well that just about sums up our little talk, which is going to be part of the visual history for the 150th Nelson Rugby Football Club celebrations for next year, next Queen's Birthday weekend. So thanks for your contribution and a glimpse into your history of the club. And we'll end on that note with a phone call.